Hi, my name is Noel Davis with World Composting, and today we're going to take a look at our urban worm bag that has the African night crawlers in it. Now, it's been quite a while since we checked on this system, and I know last time I added quite a bit of food. This time we're going to, of course, add some of our food cycler leavings. We're going to add in some lettuce that I have that was been frozen, and along with this, we're going to add in some biochar, or charcoal that's been activated with some fish waste that is ground up. And we're going to be adding a lot of that this time because I'm really hoping that this will sort of work its way through the system, and it's going to try to make it a better system in general. So with that, we're going to jump right in and take a look at this this bag and see how it's doing, and see how the bedding looks, and see how the worms are doing. So let's go take a look. All right, here is our urban worm bag. Let's go ahead and open this up. Zipper got stuck again. There we go. And it looks like, again, it is drying out inside. There's a little bit of moisture in the center. Let me go ahead and grab a glove here. For those of you that are new to this channel, I usually do wear gloves. It's primarily really not to do anything major, except just protect my hands from some of the stuff I might find in here. But we're going to go ahead and dig in here and see what we can find. Of course, I don't know if you can see them on there. We've got a lot of millipedes in here. This has been the case with this system. Every time I look in here, there's more and more millipedes, it seems like. Material looks phenomenal, though. I mean, look at this. This is great material. I actually almost feel like I should harvest this instead of giving it a feeding. No worms, though, so far. Let's just dig down a little further, see if we can find anything in here. I don't know if there are worms left in here anymore. You know, it just seems like the system hasn't been doing all that great. It's been colder out now, too, which normally, these are African night crawlers, as I said. They tend to fail in this type of weather. And I think I've got one more system left with African night crawlers in it before I'm done with African night crawlers. I don't think I'm going to try to go back and order more of them. I think they're a little bit hard for me to keep in my type of weather. So something for you viewers out there. Oh, wait. I might have spoke too soon. I've got at least one in here. One right here. So at least one of them is still alive. But as I said, these are kind of hard to keep alive in my northeastern, south, I don't know what you really want to call them, in Maryland. So kind of mid-Atlantic, I guess, area. So they can be a little bit hard to keep alive, especially during the winter when it gets colder. And that's definitely been an issue. Here's one of the corn cobs. Right here, you can see that this just cracked right open. But normally they're sort of in the center here. That's where most of the moisture is. But something's been eating all the food in here. I mean, I've been adding lots of food, and something's eating it. So the worms are either coming in and disappearing, or the millipedes have really made their way down into this system, and they're just devouring all the food I had, which could very well be the case. Millipedes are a good creature that breaks down material. Sorry, I was trying to think there for a second. Centipedes are the ones that eat worms you don't want in your system. Look at this. You can just see there's just... I mean, this is great looking material. Even if this is just millipede waste and not worm waste, this is phenomenal material, it looks like, in here. All right. So I think that's as deep as I'm going to go here. So overall, we found one worm, which means that there's still a chance that they come back. You know, still a chance. So with that, we're going to go ahead and add some more food in here, though, because, well, I got to keep the system going. If there are worms in here, they're going to need food, right? So we're going to go ahead and add a nice, healthy helping of my output from my food cycler. And again, if you want to watch a video on that, it's what I put a lot of my food waste into now. Not all of it, but a lot of it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add some frozen lettuce here. I'm not too worried about the worms right now, because, well, as you can see, there's only one in there. So I'm just going to throw this in. I'm not going to like cover it really well or anything like that. Oh, let me take off my glove. This lettuce is still in the bag. The bag went bad while it was still in my fridge. Oops. Just leave that like that. I'll just throw a couple pieces of lettuce in here. There we go, just like that. I've got a couple extra pieces for another bin another time. So with that, I'm going to put my glove back on here. Now, this does need moisture. Oh, and it feels like I got some stuff in my glove, which I'll have to clean out later. All right, so I've got my sprayer over here. We're going to go ahead and spray some moisture in here. And again, this is a rigid sprayer for anyone that's curious. I do like these battery-operated sprayers. Whoops. Helps if I turn the safety off. But we want to get all this stuff wet, because moisture is key for worms. They breathe through their skin. They need that moisture. So we're just going to add that moisture into this bedding material. Get this all a little bit wet. I think my sprayer is starting to run low on water now. Alright, so I think that's good for the spray right now. We'll add some more in a little bit. I can definitely tell this is running out of moisture. But there's one other thing I do want to add to here, which I've talked about at the intro, and that is biochar. So I've got a bucket, I'm going to just show real quick, with black tar in it, it looks like. It's actually biochar. It's ground up charcoal. I put that through a, I'm sorry, what is it? A garbage disposal. And look at that. You can just see it's almost like a tar that's coming out of it. But at the same time, this is incredibly nutritious for the worms. It's got lots of waste on it, but also lots of nutrients. So you see right there, I'm just going to rinse this off real quick. Maybe one more spoonful in there. You can see how it just soaks in as well. The water just sort of runs off of this. It actually will dry out if I leave it. So I'm constantly adding more and more water to try to keep it moist. And with that, we're going to go ahead and add a little bit more water. And I'm going to rinse this out just real quick. Just like this. Trying to get some of the charcoal off of here. Now, as far as too much moisture in this system, I do keep a container underneath of it that'll grab any excess moisture that runs through the bag, because these bags can leak. But I haven't really had that much issue with that unless I'm putting in something really, really wet like watermelon. So I've been pretty lucky with that. Now we're going to go ahead and cover this up. Just like that. We've got all of that buried in there nice and deep. I don't know if we need more bedding on top or not. I'm kind of debating here. I don't know whether I probably should add a little bit more bedding. I know that African night crawlers do like, oh, this is a piece of the corn. Let me bury that underneath here. I don't like having anything that's really edible on top. They do like cardboard, so I do like to keep a lot of cardboard in here. Let me go grab my cardboard, bring that over, and we'll add some of that to the system as well. Alright, I don't have any pre-moistened, but we'll go ahead and throw a couple handfuls of cardboard in here. Just sprinkle it around in the system. And we will get this just a little bit wet, just that way there's some moisture in it. That way it's not sucking up the moisture from the bedding as much, or the, I should say the castings at this point, because that's not bedding anymore. But just add a little bit on top. I just don't like to, leave it where there's just the material on top, because then it dries out, whereas this kind of holds it in a little bit. But we are going to moisten it, of course. So let me rinse my glove off a little bit too while I'm at it. And if you tell, this is getting low on water. I'm going to have to add some water to here soon. But just getting it a little bit moist. Not ridiculously moist, but just enough to really kind of keep this going. And give it so it's not soaking up quite as much moisture from the system itself when it perspires. And it runs up to the top. It's got some cardboard that's going to hit, but it's already going to be damp. Just try to get some of the stuff off the sides here real quick. And that's really it for this update for this system. It's, obviously it's not doing great. There's not a lot of worms in there, but we are keeping it going, and the millipedes are actually taking over, really breaking everything down. And this is not a bad thing. It's just what happens when, especially for these African night crawlers, they just really have some issues with these cooler temperatures, which we've been having lately. And they just haven't been, they've never really took off in my area. Now, if you're down south, these would probably be the worms to have. If you're dealing with Arizona heat and it's, 110 outside, these worms are going to do a lot better than your reds or your Europeans for the night crawlers or the red wigglers. So, but that's it for our system today. I will continue to also update on the 10-gallon grow bag I have as well, which I think works a little bit better and does have my last bit of African night crawlers that are really surviving in it. So with that, thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below.